Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the Play Lab YouTube channel, and thank you so much for watching our previous video that we discuss on consecutive numbers and then we discuss about system of equations. So today we are going to discuss a very good topic, very interesting topic, domain of a function. So before discussing domain of function, first we will discuss what exactly function is that. So function usually write in this format, here y f of x, which is also equal to y, and this, for example, x plus 1 is a function. So it means that here whatever x you will put the value, you get the y value. For example, if you put x is equal to 1, so you will get 1 plus 1 2. It means that x and y is equal to, you are putting one value, you are getting 2. So basically what thing to understand over there, that x is the independent variable, right? So when you are putting a value in a function x, you are getting y. So always we write in this equation, we can say that this equation is also equation of a line. So usually we write y and x in terms. Okay. And the thing is that a function f of x, which is always real number, based on real number. The function is always real number, so we have to avoid two things, because our domain can be, whenever we put a value, we need a one real range, real value over there. So in this context, y is equal to x plus 1. So whatever you put a value in x, you will get a y value. Even you are putting 1000, you are getting 1001. You are putting 10,000, you are getting 10,001. You are putting 1 lakh, you are getting 1 lakh and 1. So whatever value you are putting, you are receiving y value. So we can say that here x is the input and y is equal to output. So input known as domain of a function, and when we put domain or input in a function, we get y, which is output. So that's known as range of a function, so known as r of x. So we have discussed function always deal with real numbers, so we have to avoid two things. When functions does not belong to real number, there are two cases over there. When function in this context in a denominator, so we know that x cannot be equal to 0, because if you put a 0 over there, it means that the function will be infinite, and that does not belong to the real number. So we have to take care of that. Whenever our domain, our x value are in a denominator, we have to take care that this value should not be equal to 0. The second case is that, for example, our function is in this format, radical. So we know that this radical should be greater than or equal to 0. Why? Because x cannot be a negative. For example, if you put x is equal to minus 1 over there, so it means that our function f of x will be equal to, which is equal to iota. So radical minus 1 known as iota. So we have to avoid two things. There are two restrictions. Denominator cannot be a 0, so we have to avoid this, and our radical value cannot be a negative. So our domain is restricted over this. So we can say that our domain will always greater than or equal to 0 over there. The value should be positive over there. Okay. So we are going to discuss the questions, and this question is very interesting. That is from IBA Karachi entrance exam. Okay, so there are two restrictions in a one question. So like I told you that there are two restrictions in that context. So we can say that minus x. So we know that we cannot put a value positive over there. If you put a x is equal to 1, so that will be minus 1. So this function cannot be real number. So we can say that minus x should be greater than or equal to 0. So if minus will multiply over there, so we can put the value whatever less than or equal to 0. So for example, if you are putting x is equal to 0 over there, so minus into 0 0, so it is real number. If you are putting minus 1, minus into minus 1 plus 1. So negative value ultimately multiply by minus 1, so this will always remain positive over there. Similarly, these vectors are in a denominator, so we have to take care that x minus 3 cannot be 0 and x plus 5 cannot be 0. So here x cannot be equal to 3 and x cannot be equal to minus 5. So we have to avoid these things to make this function real number. Okay, so it means that if you put a x is equal to 0, 3 minus 3, so overall this will become 0. So it means that this function cannot be a real number. It will become infinite. So we have to avoid x is equal to 3 over there. And similarly, x is not equal to minus 4. We could not put a minus value over there. So what function is satisfying? C is satisfying. So this function saying that x can be less than or equal to 0 except x is equal to 3 and x is equal to minus 5. I hope you understood this concept. These questions are generally asked if you are applying for any entrance exam and any topic that is discussed in functions, so domain will definitely be asked over there. So please don't forget to subscribe our channel, and I hope you like the video. Please thumbs up the like button.